Are you often worried about what to eat to protect your kidneys, perhaps feeling a bit overwhelmed by all the conflicting advice out there? Well, many people believe that healthy eating for kidney health means sacrificing flavor, but I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. Starting your day with the right foods can actually play a really significant role in supporting your kidney health, especially for individuals managing chronic kidney disease, or CKD. A kidney-friendly breakfast really focuses on nutrient-rich, low-sodium, and low-potassium options that help maintain your overall well-being while gently protecting kidney function. In this presentation, we're going to highlight 7 amazing breakfast foods that will not only satisfy your morning hunger, but also provide essential support for healthy kidneys. You might even be delighted by just how delicious and simple these options can be. Number 1, oatmeal. All right, let's kick things off with number 1, oatmeal. Oatmeal is truly a powerhouse for kidney health, offering a fantastic start to your day. It's naturally low in potassium, phosphorus, and sodium, which makes it an excellent choice for those of you managing kidney disease. But beyond its kidney-friendly mineral profile, oatmeal is also packed with soluble fiber. This fiber helps regulate blood sugar, can lower cholesterol, and really supports your digestive health, all of which indirectly benefit your kidneys. Now, when you're choosing oats, always opt for plain, unflavored varieties, like rolled oats or steel-cut oats. Those instant flavored oatmeals often contain excessive sodium, sugar, and artificial ingredients that just aren't beneficial for kidney health. The real beauty of plain oats is that you can completely customize them with kidney-friendly toppings, ensuring you have both amazing flavor and total nutritional control. To personalize your oatmeal while keeping it kidney-friendly, think about adding low-potassium fruits like a small handful of fresh blueberries, some sliced strawberries, or even a few thin apple slices. A dash of cinnamon, a sprinkle of unsweetened cranberries, or even just a small amount of maple syrup can add wonderful flavor without compromising kidney safety. And for that creamy texture, use a small amount of unsweetened almond milk or rice milk instead of dairy. So, for a delicious and kidney-safe breakfast, try cooking plain rolled oats with water or unsweetened rice milk until it's nice and creamy. Once cooked, stir in a handful of fresh raspberries for natural sweetness and those fantastic antioxidants. Another super idea is to top your warm oatmeal with a few thinly sliced pears and a sprinkle of nutmeg for a comforting and truly satisfying meal. The sheer versatility of oatmeal makes it so easy to enjoy a different, delicious, and kidney-friendly breakfast every single day. Now, let's move on and explore another protein-rich option that might just surprise you with how kidney-friendly it can be. Number 2. Scrambled eggs in moderation. Moving on to number 2, we have scrambled eggs, but with a little moderation. Scrambled eggs can actually be a really valuable part of a kidney-friendly breakfast, especially for their high-quality protein. Protein is super essential for muscle maintenance and your overall body function, but for individuals with CKD, the amount and type of protein really do need careful management to prevent overworking the kidneys. While whole eggs do contain phosphorus, small portions can absolutely still fit into a balanced diet. To prepare lower sodium and lower phosphorus eggs, always start by using fresh eggs and try to avoid those processed egg products, which often contain added sodium and phosphates. When you're cooking, skip the salt shaker and instead rely on wonderful herbs and spices for flavor. You can use unsalted butter or a healthy oil like olive oil for cooking. You might also consider just making egg whites for a protein boost without the added phosphorus from the yolk, or perhaps limit yourself to one whole egg with additional egg whites to control that phosphorus intake. Flavoring your scrambled eggs with safe herbs and vegetables can really elevate their taste without adding any harmful ingredients. Finely chopped bell peppers, whether red, green, or yellow, are low in potassium and can add fantastic color and a mild sweetness. Onions, garlic, and chives are also excellent low-sodium flavor enhancers. A sprinkle of black pepper, a pinch of dried oregano, or even just a touch of turmeric can provide delicious depth. So, why not try a scramble with 1 whole egg and 2 egg whites, cooked with diced green bell peppers and finely chopped onions? Season it with dried dill and black pepper. This gives you a good source of protein and essential nutrients while keeping sodium and phosphorus levels perfectly in check. Another idea is to gently fold in some steamed kale for added nutrients and a pleasant texture. And speaking of delightful additions, let's explore a vibrant and antioxidant-rich fruit that's just perfect for kidney health. Number 3, fresh berries, e.g. blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. Coming in at number 3, we have fresh berries, and these are truly a gift for kidney health. They boast really high antioxidant levels and are naturally low in potassium. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are particularly beneficial, offering a wealth of vitamins, fiber, and powerful compounds that help reduce inflammation and protect your cells from damage, all while being super gentle on your kidneys. Their vibrant colors are actually a great sign of their rich nutrient profiles. There are countless delicious ways to incorporate these kidney-friendly berries into your breakfast. You can simply enjoy a handful of fresh berries as a side, adding a burst of natural sweetness and essential nutrients to your meal. They're also wonderful when mixed into plain oatmeal or stirred into unsweetened Greek yogurt, which we'll talk more about later. This gives you both amazing flavor and a delightful texture. For a refreshing breakfast, consider blending a small portion of fresh berries with unsweetened almond milk and a few ice cubes for a light smoothie. Just be sure to monitor your fluid intake as advised by your healthcare provider. Another simple yet satisfying option is to top your whole grain toast, something we'll chat about next, with a thin spread of unsalted butter and a scattering of fresh, sliced strawberries. Now, portion guidance for CKD is absolutely crucial, even with kidney-friendly foods like berries. While they're low in potassium, consuming excessively large quantities of any food can still impact your overall nutrient balance. A typical serving size for berries is about 1/2 to 1 cup, but this really depends on your individual dietary plan and stage of CKD. So, always consult with your dietitian or healthcare provider to determine the precise portion sizes that are right for you. And speaking of delicious and kidney-friendly fruits, up next, we'll look at 2 more familiar options that offer excellent kidney support. Number 4, apples and pears. All right, let's talk about number 4, apples and pears. These are often overlooked, but they are fantastic low-potassium fruit choices that provide valuable fiber and essential vitamins, making them excellent additions to any kidney-friendly breakfast. They're naturally sweet and offer a satisfying crunch, which really contributes to that feeling of fullness. Their low mineral content makes them a safe and versatile option for anyone managing kidney health. Now, these versatile fruits can be enjoyed in so many ways for breakfast. Sliced apples or pears can simply be eaten fresh alongside your meal, offering a crisp and refreshing element. For a warm and comforting option, consider gently stewing apple or pear slices with just a sprinkle of cinnamon until they're tender. This creates a soft, flavorful topping for your oatmeal or a delightful side dish all on its own. Baked apples or pears are another wonderful idea, especially on a cool morning. Simply core an apple or pear, fill the center with a small amount of unsalted butter and a dash of cinnamon, then bake until soft. This creates a naturally sweet and warming breakfast component that is both delicious and kidney-friendly. Just remember to avoid high potassium fillings like nuts or dried fruits. Apples and pears fit so seamlessly into a balanced CKD diet because of their really beneficial nutrient profile. Their high fiber content aids digestion, which is important for overall health, and their low potassium levels help manage that mineral balance that's so crucial for kidney function. Plus, they provide natural sweetness, reducing your need for added sugars. So, coming up next, let's talk about a staple that, with the right choices, can truly anchor your kidney-friendly breakfast. Number 5, whole grain toast without high-potassium toppings. Okay, let's move on to number 5, whole grain toast, and we're talking about this without high-potassium toppings. Whole grain toast can be such a beneficial component of a kidney-friendly breakfast, primarily because of the importance of fiber for both your digestive and kidney health. Fiber really helps promote regularity and can assist in managing blood sugar levels, both of which indirectly support kidney function. Opting for whole grains over refined grains just provides more nutrients and a slower release of energy, keeping you feeling full for longer. Now, when you're selecting bread for your toast, careful attention to those labels is essential for sodium and phosphorus content. Look for breads that are low in sodium and do not contain any phosphate additives, which are often used as leavening agents or preservatives in processed foods. Seek out breads made with 100% whole grains, such as whole wheat or rye, and always check that ingredient list for hidden sodium or phosphorus compounds, like dicalcium phosphate. Suitable spreads and toppings for your whole grain toast are those that remain low in potassium, sodium, and phosphorus. A thin spread of unsalted butter or a small amount of unsalted cream cheese can be enjoyed in moderation. For flavor, consider spreading a thin layer of garlic-infused olive oil or mashing just a small amount of avocado onto your toast, but remember, in strict moderation due to its potassium content. Nut-free and seed-free options are generally preferred to help manage phosphorus intake. So, instead of high-potassium jams or nut butters, try topping your toast with a few slices of fresh, low-potassium fruit, like apples or strawberries, just as we talked about before. You can also sprinkle a small amount of dried herbs like oregano or thyme for a lovely savory touch. Next up, we're going to delve into a very popular dairy option and learn how to enjoy it safely. Number 6, Greek yogurt, unsweetened in moderation. All right, let's explore number 6, Greek yogurt, specifically the unsweetened kind and in moderation. Unsweetened Greek yogurt, when consumed thoughtfully, can be a really valuable source of calcium and probiotics for your gut health, all without providing excessive phosphorus. This makes it a viable option for many individuals with kidney concerns. Its beneficial bacteria support digestive wellness, which plays a big role in your overall health, and its calcium content is, of course, crucial for strong bones. The key to including Greek yogurt in a kidney-friendly diet really lies in understanding recommended serving sizes and what safe things you can add in. Always opt for plain, unsweetened varieties to avoid added sugars and to keep control of all your ingredients. A serving size of about 1/2 cup to 1 cup is generally advised, but this can vary based on your individual phosphorus restrictions and your dietitian's guidance. Please avoid flavored yogurts, as they often contain high levels of sugar and other undesirable additives. For safe and delicious add-ins, absolutely consider the kidney-friendly fruits we've already discussed. Fresh berries like blueberries or strawberries, or thinly sliced apples and pears can provide natural sweetness, fiber, and antioxidants without significantly raising potassium or phosphorus levels. A small sprinkle of cinnamon or vanilla extract can also enhance the flavor without adding any problematic ingredients. Now, for those with stricter phosphorus restrictions, or if you simply prefer to avoid dairy, there are several excellent dairy alternatives. Unsweetened almond milk yogurt or unsweetened coconut yogurt can be good choices, but always check their labels very carefully for added sodium, sugar, and any phosphorus-containing ingredients. These alternatives can offer a similar creamy texture and serve as a fantastic base for your favorite kidney-friendly fruit toppings. And now for our next and final breakfast food. This one will bring a wonderfully savory element to your morning meal. Number 7, steamed or sautéed kidney-friendly vegetables, e.g. bell peppers, kale, onions. And finally, for number 7, let's talk about steamed or sautéed kidney-friendly vegetables, things like bell peppers, kale, and onions. Incorporating these into your breakfast is an excellent way to boost your nutrient intake while keeping potassium and sodium levels perfectly in check. Bell peppers of all colors, kale, and onions are just a few examples of vegetables that are naturally low in potassium and sodium, offering a wealth of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants essential for your overall health. And yes, that includes amazing kidney support. Adding these beneficial veggies to your breakfast is actually simpler than you might think. For instance, finely chopped bell peppers and onions can be lightly sautéed and then gently folded into your scrambled eggs or an omelet, providing wonderful color, texture, and a delicious savory flavor. These vegetables soften beautifully when cooked, releasing their natural sweetness and aromatic compounds. You can also gently sauté a small amount of kale with garlic and then serve it alongside your whole grain toast, perhaps with a small side of unsalted scrambled egg whites. This creates a really well-rounded and nutritious meal that is both satisfying and super supportive of kidney function. The slight bitterness of kale pairs wonderfully with the other breakfast components. And the flavoring ideas for variety are truly endless, allowing you to keep your kidney-friendly breakfasts exciting every day. Instead of salt, rely on wonderful herbs and spices like black pepper, dried oregano, thyme, rosemary, or garlic powder to season your vegetables. A splash of vinegar or a squeeze of fresh lemon juice can also brighten up those flavors. So, experiment with different combinations to find your absolute favorite ways to enjoy these kidney-supportive vegetables every single morning. Tips for building a kidney-friendly breakfast. Now, let's move on to some essential tips for building a kidney-friendly breakfast. Building a kidney-friendly breakfast really begins with empowering yourself through knowledge, especially when it comes to reading food labels. Always check the nutrition facts panel for sodium, potassium, and phosphorus content per serving. This helps ensure you stay within your recommended daily limits, as advised by your healthcare provider or dietitian. And pay really close attention to those serving sizes listed on the package, as this directly impacts your nutrient intake. A crucial step in kidney-friendly eating is actively avoiding added salt, excessive sugar, and high potassium foods. Processed breakfast items like cured meats, those flavored instant oatmeals, and many breakfast cereals are often loaded with hidden sodium and sugar, which can negatively impact kidney health. Also, be mindful of natural sources of high potassium, such as bananas, oranges, and potatoes, which should generally be limited or avoided. And finally, the importance of portion control cannot be overstated when you're managing a kidney diet. Even kidney-friendly foods, when consumed in large quantities, can contribute to an overload of certain minerals. Learning to measure out appropriate portions really helps you maintain balance and prevents your kidneys from working harder than necessary. Using measuring cups and spoons for grains, liquids, and other ingredients can be incredibly helpful here. Foods and ingredients to limit or avoid. Next up, let's talk about foods and ingredients to limit or avoid. To effectively support your kidney health, it's really vital to be aware of specific foods and ingredients that should be limited or avoided at breakfast. High potassium fruits like bananas and oranges, and vegetables such as spinach, tomatoes, and potatoes are often staples in typical breakfasts, but they can be problematic for individuals with kidney disease due to their high potassium content. These foods can cause potassium to build up in your blood, which can actually be quite dangerous. Processed meats, including bacon, sausage, and ham, should be strictly limited or avoided entirely. These items are typically very high in sodium, phosphorus, and unhealthy fats, all of which are detrimental to kidney health and your overall cardiovascular well-being. Similarly, many commercial high-sodium cereals contain excessive salt and often added sugars or phosphorus additives. Other common breakfast culprits to watch out for include dried fruits, which are highly concentrated sources of potassium and sugar, and chocolate, which contains significant amounts of phosphorus. Nuts and seeds, while healthy for some people, are high in phosphorus and potassium and should generally be avoided or consumed only in very small, carefully measured quantities, if at all, based on your individual dietary recommendations. Kitchen hacks for better kidney nutrition. Now, for some really helpful kitchen hacks for better kidney nutrition. Making kidney-friendly breakfasts easier truly starts with smart meal prepping. Try to dedicate some time each week to prepare ingredients in advance, things like pre-chopping kidney-friendly vegetables such as bell peppers and onions, or pre-portioning plain rolled oats. Having these components ready to go can significantly cut down on your morning cooking time and really reduce the temptation to grab less healthy, convenient options. One of the most impactful kitchen hacks for kidney nutrition is to master using herbs and spices instead of salt for flavor. Herbs like dill, oregano, basil, and thyme, along with spices such as garlic powder, onion powder, and remember, not garlic or onion salt, and black pepper, can add incredible depth and aroma to your breakfast dishes without contributing harmful sodium. So, experiment with different combinations to find your absolute favorite flavor profiles. And finally, effective water and fluid management at breakfast is crucial. While staying hydrated is important, individuals with kidney disease may have specific fluid restrictions. It's really important to discuss your specific fluid intake recommendations with your healthcare provider. Also, be mindful of fluids in your breakfast foods, such as milk alternatives in oatmeal or smoothies. Measuring your fluid intake accurately, including both beverages and foods that contain significant water, helps prevent fluid overload. In conclusion, a kidney-friendly breakfast can truly be both delicious and nourishing, all with the right food choices. By prioritizing these 7 foods, oatmeal, scrambled eggs in moderation, fresh berries, apples and pears, whole grain toast, unsweetened Greek yogurt, and kidney-friendly vegetables, along with mindful meal planning, you can empower yourself to support your kidney health while genuinely enjoying a tasty start to your day. If you found this guide helpful, please feel free to share it with your friends and family. We'd love for you to leave a comment below with your favorite kidney-friendly breakfast ideas, and please, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on healthy eating and kidney wellness. Remember, your breakfast can make a real difference, so why not start your day the kidney-friendly way?